Imagine you are Napoleon Bonaparte in 1812. You are marching your Grand Army, one of the most disciplined, feared, and massive military forces the world has ever seen, across an open plain. Suddenly, the ground shakes. Out of the fog rolls a single 70-ton beast of steel. It doesn't have horses. It doesn't have sails. It just breathes black smoke and moves at 45 miles per hour straight toward your lines. Can one single modern main battle tank annihilate a legendary historical army of 150,000 men? Or would the greatest military genius in history find a way to make this steel god bleed? Let's look at the facts. First, let's explain exactly what we are dealing with on both sides. Napoleon's army relies on tightly packed infantry formations, elite heavy cavalry charging with sabers, and massive lines of black powder cannons firing solid iron balls. Their maximum effective range is under a mile, and communication relies on flag signals and men riding horses with letters. On the other side, we have a modern M1A2 Abrams. This isn't just an armored car, it's a rolling fortress. Its armor isn't regular steel, it's a classified matrix of ceramics, depleted uranium, and Kevlar designed to survive high-explosive anti-tank missiles. Its main gun can accurately hit a target 3 miles away while moving over rough terrain at full speed. To Napoleon's men, this isn't a machine. It's an unholy, bulletproof demon. Phase 1 of this battle is pure, unadulterated shock and awe. Napoleon orders his heavy 12-pounder cannons to open fire. Dozens of solid iron balls scream through the air and slam directly into the front of the tank. The result? Absolutely nothing. The iron balls shatter or bounce right off the Abrams' Chabam armor, leaving nothing but minor scratches. Then the tank fires back. It doesn't even need to use explosive shells yet. It loads an M102, 8-canister round, which is essentially a giant 120mm shotgun shell packed with over 1,000 tungsten balls. One shot from the tank instantly wipes out an entire French infantry regiment. The tank's machine guns open up from thousands of yards away, shredding the elite French cavalry charge before the horses can even build up a sprint. The psychological horror would be instant. Thousands of men would drop their weapons and flee, believing the literal day of judgment had arrived. But wait, this is Napoleon Bonaparte we are talking about. He didn't conquer Europe by panicking. Once the initial chaos settles, Napoleon realizes two critical things. First, the monster only attacks what it can see. Second, it cannot be killed by direct force. So Napoleon stops fighting the tank. He orders a massive coordinated retreat into dense forests and swampy terrain where a 70-ton vehicle will easily bog down and get stuck in the mud. He orders his engineers to dig massive anti-tank trenches, 15 feet deep and 20 feet wide, all across the plains. Napoleon plays the long game. The tank can effortlessly crush a house, but it cannot cross a wide river if the bridge is blown up. And this is where the modern tank meets its ultimate, inescapable enemy: logistics. An Abrams tank is powered by a jet fuel-guzzling turbine engine. It burns roughly 10 gallons of fuel just to start up, and gets about 0.6 miles per gallon. The tank crew can kill thousands of soldiers in the first few hours, but they cannot stop 150,000 men spread out over dozens of miles. Once the tank's fuel gauge hits zero, the engine dies. The electronics go dark. The air conditioning shuts off. The unstoppable war machine becomes a static, heavy metal coffin in the middle of enemy territory. Napoleon's men wouldn't even need to fight the crew. They would just surround it, wait them out until they ran out of rations and water, and force a surrender. So, who wins? In a 1-hour battle on an open field, the modern tank completely vaporizes the Grand Army. But in a total war scenario, Napoleon's sheer numbers, tactical flexibility, and the brutal laws of logistics take the crown. What matchup should we break down next? Let me know in the comments.